Hello, Fredak here. Fred ACC, all one word. Alrighty, it is Tuesday, August the 5th. It's about 2 p.m. East Coast time. XRP, it's at about $2.99. $2.98 I saw 5-10 minutes ago. Under $3. Alrighty, first up, I want to thank you all for being here. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. If you got in at XRP back in October, my generational wealth posting, then you're definitely having a wonderful day. Sure, you'd like XRP to be surging up to $10, $12, $15. But sometimes patience is a virtue. Is that the way it went? Patience is a virtue. Alrighty, let's see what Fredak's got here. He's got a couple of notes scribbled down on a piece of paper. I know, sorry to hear that, but notes. As I've stated many times, knowledge is power. The more knowledge you have, the more power you have. I don't know anything about anything. I'm coming to you from the 2002 Toyota Jalopy, the Sienna. Got the rake in the back. The rake is ready to start raking the money. You don't think XRP surges, I would start gloating, do you? Whoa! I'll be posting out there the Irish jig with the rake. At any rate, I want to thank you all for being here today. As I always start off with, let me warn you about the scammers. The scammers are everywhere. Emails for this, for that. Some of these messages try to sound like they're on my side of the world and we're here to help you. Was it Ronald Reagan that once said, the most dangerous words, and I'm paraphrasing this, from the government are, we're here from the government and we're here to help you. Something like that. Alrighty, so XRP is at about $2.99. Fine. Sure, we wish it was hovering up around $3.30, $3.50 like that. How does Fredak perceive it? I perceive it as this. I am of the thought, just my belief, it's not financial advice, just the ideas that are swirling around in Fredak's head, that you're getting the opportunity to purchase $10 bills for $3, for $2.99. What a deal. It may come to fruition and it may not. Understandably. Some of the comments on here, some small amount, but a few have been on the negative side that they don't think it's going to happen. And that's fair enough. That's okay, and it may not happen. I try to be open-minded to the thought. I profess on here, put a little dabble into this, that you could change your life in a big, big way financially. Let it be money that you don't have any concerns about. That it's like, we'll just see where it all goes. So, I am of the thought that there's $10 bills, I think they're going to be a lot higher than that, on sale for $2.99. They're $3. 10 for 3. Okay. I try to bring things your way that you're not going to hear from all the other talking heads. I'm also trying to keep all of my XRP subscribers in the game. Don't get worn down by all the talking heads that talk about $50, $500, $5,000, $5 million for XRP. They've all got the catchy the headline, the phrase that's going to pull in the eyeballs. And the bottom line is they're probably deriving their income from this. I don't derive my income from this. I'm going to make a fortune on XRP. Or I feel as though I very well may, and I may not. I have to be open-minded. As I always say to all of you, challenge everything and everybody, Fredak included. What do I know about anything? I'm just some guy with a jalopy with a rake in the back. But, garbage in, garbage out. You listen in if it makes some sense. Might even make some sense. CENTS. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Do you think the longer that Ripple waits to go with their IPO, the higher the potential price is going to be? I'm glad you asked. Hello! My feeling is that the longer that Ripple waits, the more established the company becomes, and the higher they're going to cash in huge when they go IPO. I mean, look at Coinbase and these other stocks that are out there that are connected to crypto. They're exploding. And they're not exploding for no reason. They're exploding in price because people are getting on board with it. By and large, that's also what I believe is going on with the large amount of purchases. I see large amounts of tokens, coins of XRPs to the tune of millions, 95 million, 160 million, 400 million. That's not the Fred Acts of the world. The 9-to-5ers, that's not the small people that are moving this around. It's the big money. And where are these things coming from? You guys probably have connections, or probably a lot of the big players, the big talking heads, they're probably subscribed to Fred Act, and they're probably watching what Fred Act spews. Why? Because we try to offer a different perspective. Something you're not going to hear from all the other talking heads. All the other talking heads, they have a catchy slogan to pull you in to watch it, and it's going to be professing how this is going to go to astronomical numbers. And it very well may, and it may not. I try to be fair-minded. I don't come on here and tell you what you want to hear. I tell you what I think, what's swirling around in my head. If we don't start to get a use case scenario for some specific rationale to use XRP as a currency to move money around the globe, then I don't see what the value is, which is why I question the value of Ethereum and Bitcoin at the prices that they are at. Based on what? If somebody knows, if you have a clue or suggestion, post it below. I'll definitely take a glance at it. Absolutely. And by all means, any of you that subscribe and are watching Fred Act, you're welcome to reach out to the other talking heads. Throw them a post. Say, this guy Fred Act that I've been following, he wants to know, where's some transparency? Where are all these XRP coins, tokens coming from? Are they coming from anywhere? Is it valid? Maybe it's not even valid. Maybe it's all window dressing. I don't know for sure. But I'll tell you this much. If those millions, 90 million, 160 million, 234 million that are transacting through, that's some pretty big numbers. And if it's going through it anywhere around these prices, that tells me a lot. That tells me that this is probably the real deal. I think it's the real deal anyway. Let's get back to the notes here. Let's see what we got here. Let's stay on point, Fred Act. Like I say, but I am glad you asked. Hopefully you subscribe. Knowledge is power. Fact check Fred Act. Ask Crackhead Johnny. Smoke him. What's his name? The Greek crypto, Da Vinci, whoever they all are, common sense guy, economic. They've all got a spiel. Everybody's offering the trading course and the this, the that. I'm not offering you anything. I'm just offering you some free thoughts. Free. How much will it cost me? Yeah, that's what it always comes down to. Alrighty, let's get back over to here. So, what do I got here? You got the Walmart, Target. I've mumbled about this in the past, and Warren Buffett with Berkshire Hathaway. So if you have a location in your part of the neck of the woods, whatever country you're in, and all of a sudden they're building a huge shopping center, you have actuarians that have done their homework. They're investing multi-millions of dollars because they're expecting tremendous growth, monetary growth, and profit. And it's the same thing with Warren Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway. When they make a move on a particular company, taking a decent sized percentage ownership of it, sure, the price is going to bump up before you have the chance to get on board with it. But if you really think about it, you're getting to ride the coattails of a huge company that's doing their homework. That's why a lot of people in the stock market will invest in companies that are showing a strong percentage increase in institutional ownership. The institutions, they're not going to plunk down X 8 million, 18 million, $88 million into a particular trading company, stock market, publicly traded company, if they haven't done their homework. So you're getting to go along. You're riding on the wave of all that. Well, that's how I look at XRP. It is slowly becoming mainstream. It's been very slowly, but now it's starting to accelerate. Accelerate, that's the word here, accelerate. Things are accelerating. Hello? Okay. Here's another point that I've got for you. Do you think the small individuals that are a part of these big institutional companies that are going in there and purchasing XRP in large amounts, do you think that they might actually be purchasing some for themselves? Well, I'm glad you asked. Hello? Common sense would be, let's see, if I work for some huge institution, some financial company that has billions, and I find out from the department that I work within, or I'm on the floor that I'm on, somebody there says, gee, you know, we're making a move on these XRPs and we're investing $3 billion into this. We're buying 1 billion of these, 1 billion of these. What am I going to do with that information? What am I going to do? Hello! I'm going to step out and buy some myself. I might as well piggyback with them. They know what they're doing. And after I fill my pockets for as much as I can fill my pockets with, what am I going to do? I'll start telling friends and relatives about it. And they'll tell other people after they've filled their pockets. Does that make sense? SENSE? Sure, and in the end it's going to make CENTS. Okay. They know they're buying $10 bills for $3. $2.99. Hello! What do they do after buying? Hello, I'm glad you asked. They tell their friends and relatives, look, I got something from the inside here at my company. They're investing a boatload of money into this thing called XRP. I just emptied out my bank account for $7,000 and bought 2,300 of them. I suggest you get in there and get some of these things. It could change your life. How much are they? They're about $3. What do you think it could go to? I think you're buying $10 bills for $3. That's a good deal. If it comes to fruition. And it's if. Well, that was it for the notes over there. Alrighty. So, we've thrown a few things out there your way. I hope you subscribe. Hope you'll kind of pick up something new from all this. Watch out for the scammers. Don't get worn down by all the talking heads. And by all means, you can put the Fred Ack name on there. Say, I'm watching this guy, Fred Ack. He wants to know, where's the transparency? Where are these coins? Well, first question would be, are these numbers for real? 95 million, 195 million. 20 minutes later, I see another volume spike. This is on Yahoo, Yoo-hoo. It's not regulated, so I don't know if they're going through at $3 or at $1.30, if they're being discounted at a bulk rate. I just see these large numbers, millions with an M, large millions. This is what I posted 6 weeks ago, volume. And by all means, you guys have it there. If you subscribe, you can go back and glance at Fred Ack. I'm not selling any pens, t-shirts, the buttons, vote for Fred Ack or this or that. I don't have any systems. Everything is free information. Just ideas that are swirling around in Fred Ack's, trying to share them with you. But my goal is, and I don't want to drag this on because this is not about a time thing. The other ones are like, you got to watch till the end. I don't care if you watch till the end or not. I just hope you hang in there, because when we have that huge millionaires party, I hope somebody's going to come up and say, Fred Ack, thanks, man. Because I got a little shaky there. I thought about getting out, but I stayed the course with you. I still have 30% of what I owned, and it's now over $700. And I'm fat rich. Yeah, baby. Okay. I want to thank you all for being here today. Have a game plan. If you reach out to any of these talking heads, Crackhead Johnny, Crypto Grandma Crypto, whatever it is, Da Vinci, whoever they are, You can ask them. Tell them Fredax sent you. We're just trying to find out. Give me concrete information. I'll tell you where this is going. If those numbers are for real, which I think that they are, and this is going to go a whole lot higher. With all that being said, I'm going to wrap it all up. I thank you all for being here. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. May all your days be winning ones.